Hello, fellow traders. Paul Lemel, Big Kuna Trading Club. Got another good-looking tech stock that's waking up from the floor it was in. Basically rode that $50 PPP right about there for the last couple years before it broke out. And we basically got a set on that long-term primary cycle. TY2 is a 3.5-year cycle in early 2025. And we got a breakout retest of it in August, July to August this year. So we're basically coming out of Cat 3. So the cycle breakdown in the cup, TM1 was Cat 1, 1.5 month cycle. TM2, 5 to 7 month cycle. And then we're basically dealing with probably a TM4 cycle now, which is a 10 to 13 months. We're a couple months short of that set as far as the cycles on it. So let's go out on that again. TM4 comes in right about here in, looks to be, date on that is about early to mid-December for the set. So we could chop around for quite a bit here till we get that set. But the as far as the cycles on it, the Cat 3, I believe, will probably be set in the next 2 to 4 weeks. And could be near that U-pivot, real close to that U-pivot. Right now, we basically got a breakout of TM2. We got price squeezes throughout here. We got the Cat 2, the TM2 cycle had a price squeeze off of the number 1, higher low. So basically, we got the TM3 or TM4 cycle is going to be, let me correct this here. This is a TM3. It's a 5 to 7 month cycle. So we got a price squeeze here. We're more than likely going to get a price squeeze on the pullback from TM4 set, higher low. So we got really a pretty orderly cup consistent with the breakout of a TM or TY2 cycle. So that generally will respect the retest, will respect the trend line generally. Whether it's not exact, it's probably about, let me see on that, percent-wise, pull back below that was about 20%. So that's a long-term cycle. So once it retested one more time, you basically got another breakout here around $100. So we're going to probably be getting some resolution of the $125 PPP pretty soon. We're 2 days in the pullback, bottomed out pretty quickly. We had an inside bar on day 2 of the pullback. So this looks like it's setting up pretty good for a run, and doesn't mean we're going to be hitting all-time highs real soon. It's got a long way to go for that. But we're at least working through that key TY2 cycle on the pullback. So let's look at the potential targets on the advance based on the cycle off of lows. Probably have a TM5 off of lows. Yeah, about right here is a TM5. Parallel line there. Target at 190 on that. Now if we do an X channel on that, let's look at the target on that. Okay, here's some cycle-based price targets based on the channel off of lows. TM5, the north channel was close to $200 or so, and then the X channel is around 270 or so. That would definitely be 100% if it hit that. TM5 2X is around 350 or so. That would be a couple 100% if it hit that. And you know, we probably, let me see, we're probably a long ways off of hitting that long time high, but that's around 430 or so, 450. And as far as the projections, price and time projections, I don't know, we're going to match the vector over here. We did 150% here in about what's the time on that? Let me pull this other one. That was about 4 months or so. Do I think it's going to do it over here? Probably not. It's got, even with the blue sky above it, it's just, it's a long, probably going to be a long plot up there to that 350. Could surprise me, but I just think we got some more consolidation to do. But overall, the pattern looks pretty good, and so far it seems to want to hold the backside of that TM-3 cycle. So we'll be watching closely over the next few weeks at that 125 PPP. But overall, this looks pretty good. TWLO Twilio Inc. Let's look at the stock rating on it. Okay, stock rating on Twilio is B-89. Risk profile is a B+ on it. Current market rating is A. TM-3 cycle trade, again, pretty strong BMI, 1.5, vector of 1 on it. So this could have some really good movement above the U pivot here if we get outside of that 150 area or so. Earnings is February 12th. So got some time before we get the next earnings that typically you might want to soften up on position pre-earnings, but so far looking pretty good on this pullback here. So again, it's TWLO Twilio Inc. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtraining.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.